Hi, guys.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
I want you to have a really fun and also safe summer out here. I only have one rule. Stay out of the basement.
What do you got in the basement? Did you guys know that Devin and Cece's uncle was one of the kids that went missing in 1994?
We finally processed the request.
Only took you 30 years.
What is that?
My brother's clothes from the night he died.
They were killed by ghosts.
No, nobody knows what happened.
Yo, check this out.
What the hell is this? Dad! Not a good time, Devin! Holy crap! There's something in my arm! Hey, what kind of plant should you always watch out for? An ambush.
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Trey, your car, it's in my driveway again. Trespassing.
Yo, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind?
It's a distinct possibility.
Oh, that's not good.
Things have been happening that are not normal.
Trey's missing.
Kid's missing. Sound familiar?
Dad's behind all the crazy stuff happening.
We don't know for sure that he is.
I'm not controlling a car! I don't know if I want to be down here. You don't have a kid in your basement, do you?
No, that would be... No.
Are you okay?
Who knows how kids get these ideas? Too many horror shows on TV, I say.
What's going on, world? It's your boy, Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Goosebumps, The Vanishing, arrives with all 8 episodes on January 10th. Joining me to talk all things Goosebumps, The Vanishing are stars Sam McCarthy and Jayden Bartels. It's a pleasure to chat with you both. The Brewer brother and sister, the twins, Cece and Devin. Thank you both for your time. It was great seeing you earlier today, as of this recording, during the press conference. As we spoke earlier, building this relationship. I have a sister. We argue all the time. Y'all aren't real siblings in real life, but what was it like, again, maybe, when y'all first met? What did y'all think of each other? Like, who is this cat? Who's this cat? What did you think? And then building upon that to form this relationship.
I think Sam is definitely a very interesting person. Everyone's unique, everyone's their own, but Sam is one of one. He doesn't really fall under any category. So I think when I first met him, I was a little bit like, I've just never met anyone like him. So I was like, whoa, to put it simply, I didn't really understand him, I think. But getting to know him, he's one of the most complex and genuine people I've ever met. So I'm glad I now understand you. I don't know how we would have played twins if I didn't. But I think at first, I don't know what I was expecting, but he's different. And I think it played into why he is Devin too.
Yeah, I think well, it's interesting. Yeah, I think we met and we were just kind of coming from different places in life when we met here and we're doing this thing. And it was interesting. It's like, you meet people and then there's that initial, however short area of kind of sniffing each other out. Yeah. But then we were sniffing each other out and then we without it's a weird expression. Yeah, we found a rapport. Yeah. And I don't know. Jayden is a wonderful person and wonderfully professional.
Why, thank you.
Well, no, but I
think we found that we understand each other, and like Devin and Cece, we're very different, but we bicker and we joke just like siblings.
Yeah. I love it. But you were able to take a lot of that into the role, I would assume.
Absolutely. And
I rock with it.
Yeah, I think the writers saw us bickering and they're like, write that in.
Amazing. I love it. And then earlier when I saw you guys, we had David Schwimmer, legend, playing your father. What was it like for you both meeting him for the first time, and he's now your television dad?
I mean, I kept my cool. I didn't, inside I was like, wow, this is really happening. This is crazy. After a while, he's just David to us. And like, he's a very chill, grounded guy, but definitely a little bit of like, okay, let this set in. Like, you've seen him on like every time I'm at the nail salon, he's on my TV in the nail salon. And I'm like, okay, no, he's not the nail salon. He's right there in front of you. So yeah, I think it just had to set in.
Yeah.
How about for you, Sam?
Well, I luckily didn't see Friends very much. Like my sister was a huge, everybody's a really huge fan. I luckily didn't see it. And I'd seen, other Madagascar and other things he had done, but not.
He's in Madagascar?
Yes, he's in Madagascar.
What? Oh my God. Which book? I love Madagascar.
Do you know who he was in Madagascar?
Oh, yeah. It was like, I think, a squirrel type character. I think.
He was.
Oh my God. I need to do research on this immediately after. Wow.
But so luckily I wasn't like having a panic attack meeting him. It allowed us to create a rapport that wasn't so constrained that he's is God. So it was lovely to work with him. He was lovely. Yeah.
I love it. Well, speaking of legendary, Goosebumps is legendary. Huge fan base, as I'm sure you know. Who was the bigger fan, or were you aware, or was this like another gig that has some notoriety, and as an actor, I need to get on here because I can build my profile. Who knew more on what, and what was it like getting involved with Goosebumps? Jayden.
I think that we both, like you put it pretty well, like it was in our peripheral our whole life, it's a huge iconic franchise. You see it. I read a couple of the books. I watched a couple of the movies. I don't think that either of us were hugely into the world. Not for any reason, just like it had never come across our paths. But at least for me, when I got this opportunity, I absolutely was like, oh, let me dive into this. And, I'm a big horror fan. I love anything horror. So whether or not I was so down because it's horror, but it's also iconic. So I dove right into the Goosebumps world, and now I'm all in.
Love it. How about you, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, first of all, Goosebumps, it's like, whoa, okay, cool. I think, the first thing, to be honest, that drew me to this was the character of Devin, to be honest. I think there's he has a quality of, just trying to think of a way to articulate this because it's hard to put, but I think he's a very sensitive and empathetic guy. And I think he's a little up in the air in some ways. And I read that part, and there was something in me that felt connected to that. And I think we all probably have in different ways, but I don't know. I felt like I had something to offer that. And to be honest, that was what immediately stuck out to me.
Awesome. There's a lot of physical demands in this series. Real quick, I know I don't have too much time, but it's a horror, it's a thriller, and there's a lot of situations. I can't give away what's happening in the first episode with you, Sam, but were you ready for like the physical demands of this?
Yeah.
This man is handstanding, cartwheeling, doing squats and push-ups everywhere. He does burpees before any scene. I think that he was
maybe not every
most of them. I think he was the most fit to do the physical stuff.
I mean, it was exciting. It's cool. I mean, some of the dragging stuff is fun, and then sometimes gets a little tedious. But it's a little like, well, I don't want to, spoil it. But yeah, it was cool. I don't know much else.
I understand. I don't want to get you guys in trouble, but I cannot wait. I'm locked in. I wasn't such a big fan before, but I am now after watching the first episode of this. And I can't wait for everyone else to see it when it premieres January 10th, all 8 episodes on Hulu and Disney Plus. Thank you, Jayden Bartels and Sam McCarthy. You guys are awesome. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Sam, Jayden, it's a pleasure to chat with you both.
Hello, how
are
are
ya?
you?
I'm good. Good to see you guys again. I'm gonna count us in real quick to help me with my edit. So when I get it. All right, here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? I'm one of
Thank
them.
you. Awesome. Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I gotta.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Nerds
Appreciate
do
it.
rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you,
rule.
Nerds Rule.
Love it.
It's your boy Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.